flashing, and 90% of it's going to have a radius anyway.
All right, kids. Well, we're here. 3 of us anyway. I think we're supposed to have a 4th. We're going to find out here in a little bit. But today, as you can see, it's here. We've got Dungeon Kart on the table. I've only been trying to do this for like a month. I know, it's been crazy. But we've got some enthusiastic players tonight. We're going to spend some time learning how to play the game. And then we're going to see if we can run each other off the track. Because that's all that Mario Kart's about anyway. So why not Dungeon Kart? A few things for you to notice here. So we've got some consoles here for our carts. We get to pick one of these. And we got bosses down on that end. We get to pick one boss. So it's going to be a combo of the bosses and carts. So every time you play, the play experience is different because you get different boss powers and different cart powers. And you get to pick them in different orders. So bosses are picked in order from first to last, and carts are picked in order from last to first. So each player gets a little bit of a balance. Maybe they can get a great boss they want one, but they can get a cart they really, really like. So we'll get a chance to play this over. This is the tutorial map that they set up in the book. So the first time you play, they say, hey, do this one. Is a good experience. We've got all the stuff out here. We've got epic heroes doing epic things. We've got all sorts of, obstacles in the way. And we've got our own toys to play with.
Yeah.
Welcome. Our 4th player is here, and now we can start. I'll give you guys an overview here, and we will get started playing the game.
Hope the back of your head looks pretty today.
I'm sure it doesn't.
Because it's right there on camera.
That's okay.
So
Nobody minds Michael's back of Michael's head.
we think.
I mean,
play the whole game
nobody
like
has
this.
said anything otherwise.
Well, fair enough. Shinobi.
Right? Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to find out who's won first.
Glenn and I
Chris.
like Glenn wins.
Chris.
Oh, sorry. Oh, hey. I was reading.
All right, Ryan gets first pick. So we have 5 bosses to choose from. Ryan, you get to pick one of them. You were kind of looking at them earlier. I don't know if you really knew what you were looking at those. So feel free to walk around there and take a look if you want. But each boss has a different power. You're just gonna take the monkey.
Gonna take it.
Taking the monkey. All right. So you're Killa. Let's see. I pulled out. Where did I put them? I pulled out the. Oh yeah, they're over here. So this guy's gonna go here on first place. Okay. And then now, Chris, you get to pick next.
I'm going for Cerebellus.
Yeah, I knew he was going to pick the big brain man.
Freaking brain.
All right, so we'll put him in second,
Brain
and
in
he's
a
going to start here
jar.
on 2.
Oh, excellent.
If
Mother
if I
brain.
didn't take it, you should have.
That's right. All right, now you get a choice. You've got Porcus, King Croak, or Explodo.
We'll go with Explodo. 'cause
Explodo.
That's great.
Well, I have to take King Croak because he is the icon of Boss Monster. So, and because I am not one of the first 3 players, I am also going to get a coin.
So is this in the Boss Monster universe?
It is,
Okay.
yes. It's all part of that universe. So Boss Monster, Overboss, and then and this. There's another one, but don't quote me on that.
Underboss.
Brother Rise does some cool stuff. Well, and they also did the Call of Adventure series. Right. So
Innocent side boss.
yes, right. Yeah, so that guy's out. We're not going to use him. And then now, in reverse order, so starting with me, we're going to pick a cart. Now, I have them standing up. These standees are not very. They do not hold.
Grip.
So if you grab them,
Grab them like that.
tilt that. Okay. But let's see. So King Croak, he can gain 2 movement points at the beginning of your turn. Set speed step an additional time. Ooh, cool. So that means he could stay at the same speed. Normally you can't. Let's go with those guys. Kind of the same. Those are both heavies, aren't they? That one has top speed. That has acceleration. I want acceleration and traction. What does traction do?
Drifting always costs 1 MP.
Ooh, yes. Instead of the cost of it to move into the space. Yeah, I like that guy.
I know that's what it just says in the back.
Yep. No, yeah, you each have a rules reference that shows iconography and rules. So I'm going to take, what is this one called? This one is called the Silver Slicer. All right, Michael, you get to pick your your cart.
MP is movement points.
That is correct.
That's funny. Turning costs 0 MP.
For the handling, yes. So there are some things to note. I guess I'll clue you in here a little bit on like the way movement works, right? So on your turn, everybody start when you're first starting out from nothing, you start on your lowest setting, your 3 or whatever. I guess they're all 3, okay? And then on each subsequent turn, you must shift. So you can either shift up or down 1 step. Now, I guess my guy, if I want to spend 3 coins, I can do that in additional time. Okay? So movement, that number is going to set your movement points for that turn. You must spend them all. Okay, regardless.
That's how you end up in the dirt.
That is, or in the wall. So, you'll notice on the left-hand side of the console, it shows once per turn. So each of these actions, the drift and turn actions, can be taken once in a turn. Drifting means that you're moving 1 hex left or right forward without changing your facing. And then turn, of course, changes your facing by 1 hex face. Okay, turning always costs either 1 or 0 points, and a drift will cost you the number of points that are in the space. So you notice the spaces have little hexes on them. Okay, 1 or 2 or 3, and that's the number of movement points it takes to move into that space. And at the end of your movement, you can always move into one last space regardless of the number of symbols that are in it. So even if you only have 1 movement point, you can move into a 2 or a 3, but then your movement ends. Okay. Couple of things to note: when you end your movement on another player, you and you have a movement point, you have to have a movement point to be able to bump them, unless you're heavy. Then a bump is free, and you push them 1 direction forward, 1 hex forward or to the sides. Okay. If not, I think you end up behind them. You don't enter. You can't, because you can't show space. You can pass through them, but you can't stop on them. If you run into a wall, so the black lines, like these black lines here and these black lines here, those are hard stops. You can't go past those. You run into those, that's a crash. You'll stop. You'll go back. You'll basically stop end your movement, drop your speed all the way down, and then continue. Then you can start facing any direction. Okay. Other guys will make crashes too, like the epic heroes. You'll crash and then they'll be removed. Other hazards will cause either crashes or spin outs, depending on what they are, and those are on your reference. You can see the different hazards. Okay.
You can only turn once per turn.
Once per turn. That is correct. Watch those corners, boys.
Now, in some of these, so some of them special ability is 0 point turn,
Correct.
and then some it's
0 point bump. Some it's 1 movement point to drift instead of whatever the price of the hex is. Some of them have higher speed at the top up here. Some of them have higher acceleration at the lower end, like this one.
mm-hmm.
I think mine does too. Yeah. So mine has acceleration and traction. So I always drift for 1, and I accelerate. I get faster speed increases in my lower gears, but I don't. But I top out at a lower speed than the top speed types.
And is the gear you're in your movement points?
That's correct.
Okay. I thought you got cards or something, but yeah.
Nope. It's all this console here. It has to change every turn.
What does wall and crash?
So wall is like a brick wall like this, okay, or a wall like this.
Oh, so if you hit one of those, you go
You
into...
you stop. It doesn't matter how fast you're going. You stop end your turn, and your gear drops all the way down to 3.
Okay, but so like if you hit dirt, you end your turn, you go down to 8.
Correct. Yeah. So if you were at 10 and you went through dirt, like these areas here,
You have to go down to 8.
it would drop you to 8. Correct. So the terrain dictates where you end up changing your speed down to if you go through different types.
Okay.
And the color is where it's at, right? So like if you're running along here, this is dirt, so you can't go faster than 8 through here.
Right.
But then like these are grass, the greens are grass.
Makes good
This
sense.
is grass. Yeah, you got water. This
Where's
is just
the-
clear asphalt, so you don't have to. You can go as fast as you want.
Oh, and so spin out is something that like other people can do to you.
Yeah, or it can happen to you like if you go through like a slick.
Not the slick.
I see. Okay.
Is that tar pit? Oh, that spins out. Sorry, the zombie makes you spin out. Which there aren't any out. Zombie is actually a weapon.
Oh,
So you'll get a spell that lets you drag a zombie behind you, and if you have it when you hit by a fireball, you can discard it to not be hit by the fireball. You can
like
use it for
Mario
defense,
Kart.
just like Mario Kart.
Just
Exactly.
like
You can
Mario
just
Kart.
drag it behind you. It's like, here, take this hit for me.
Love it.
Okay.
All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and grab acceleration.
And if an obstacle has a black border, it's impassable. Basically, it acts like a wall. So you can see here, this spot here, you can't go through that. Okay, Chris, you're
So,
okay.
so this and the things with this with just the hex symbol is, it just means it's the cost on the board. Like
Right.
this means it's the cost on the board
Right. Yes.
to drift.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So you have a 0-point bump.
0-point bump. We
That's
chose
heavy.
violence.
Ooh, you went He woke up and chose violence, kids.
Yeah, I think I'm
Are we
gonna,
surprised?
I think I'm gonna go.
Majestic!
I think I'm gonna go handling.
Nice to see you. We are absolutely playing Mario Kart on the table, but we know it as Dungeon Kart, of course.
What's up, nerds?
How are you doing?
Is there a difference between the two that are left?
Yes. So they both have top speed. This one has traction, which means it's turn.
Drifting always costs 1.
Oh yeah, drifting only costs 1, and then the heavy lets you bump for 0. So
I'll
you,
take
which
that.
one of them? You're gonna. You are also going to choose violence. I
Yeah.
see. I see.
Maybe his ability lends to violence.
It does.
Oh, he did it.
See,
Mine.
told you. I tried to warn you. Nobody listened to me.
So now you need to make a little clip, a little 4-way clip that goes on there.
Right. Well, or just a thicker 3D printed stand. Going back to work tomorrow. Seems too early. I guess you're probably having to do prep work for classes.
Actually, if you did an edge clip across the bottom and then just cut 2 slots in it so that
So it
only the
just sat in
spine
there. Yeah, yeah.
covered the verticals,
Mm-hmm.
it would hold it together.
That would be pretty good. Really brings it together. Okay. So with that being said, we are ready
Let's
to start
go.
our turn. So we all start on 3, and then so let's see here.
That's hilarious. They all have little names. Your cars do.
Yes, mine's the silver
Slicer.
slicer. Yeah. Okay, so round structure, cast free spells if any. Starting with the first player, everyone takes their turns. Apply end of round effects, update rankings, and receive spells. Pass first player marker.
What's
So
that part called?
that's the first player marker. It's on the back
It's on-
here.
Yeah, it's on the back right here.
Just tip it towards you.
Carcophagus. I love car puns.
Yes.
Meteor
There's
Crasher. Let's go.
Okay, so on your turn. So I think on the first turn, I don't think we set speed, but I'm going to check on that real quick.
12. You have to for like acceleration.
Well, but I can see it start being forcing you to start on 3.
Yeah, for your first action, like after a crash or whatever, you set down to 3. You have to start there, I think.
And it's not like
Although it doesn't say.
Formula D where it's the leader goes first.
Right. No,
That's
first
gotta be
play
one of
it
the-
rotates around.
That's gonna be one of the roughest rules.
Mm-hmm.
Is in Formula D where first player goes first.
Because they can get away from
Second.
everybody else.
Yeah.
Select the right placement track based on the number of players. Oh, I guess I should change that to 4 since we don't have a 5th, but it doesn't. I don't
That's
think
my
it affects
skull.
anything. I'm gonna make sure before we start because it might change which spells get given out to which. I'm pretty sure that when you're starting, like if you're starting from a stop for this or for like a crash, you start at 3.
That would make sense.
That would make sense.
And of course, let's see. Here we go. Oh, actually, is that Ryan? Flip that over. Does that actually have
What over?
that ranking? Oh, here it is. No.
That thing.
That thing. The thing in front of you.
Update.
It's this one. It's this one.
This thing?
Yeah, I've got 6 on that.
Is it that thing?
Ah.
Oh, this one?
Little
Yeah.
kind of dudes out here.
Yeah, so that it's just AVDC. So it's the same, but that's fine. We can make sure. We only have 4 players.
Oh, did you randomize the racers?
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah, there's like I got like 10
So
or
there's a
11 or
bunch
something
of
like
them,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. You backed another Kickstarter. Is it for plushies? I must know. All right, so then yeah, We're going to start with 3.
Just start at 3?
Yep, we'll start at 3. I can get a clarification on that later. It doesn't make any sense to be at 3 and then have to change it to my way of thinking.
So then I just move it 3.
Yep, you're moving 3.
2, 3.
You don't have to go forward, but you can.
Yep.
Bear in mind that any icons that you cross as you're moving, you collect those. So if you cross a coin, you'll collect a coin. You cross a spell book, you'll grab a spell book. And these get resolved for tabletop RPG. Which one? Is it the one that the... is it the Stormlight one? I heard there's a Stormlight TTRPG coming out.
Ooh.
And you know, we have these dice. I don't even know what these dice are for. They do things. We don't. This one's not going to come into play because we don't have any speed hexes. Neopets TTRPG. That's crazy. Are you the pet or the owner? So this. Oh, cool. So whenever you cross one of these, okay, and there are at least a couple out here, I think you roll this die.
There's one there. One
And you
there,
get whatever
one there.
it shows you. It'll either crash you, or spin you out, or you'll get coins.
Do you have to land on it or just pass it?
Just pass it.
What about everything else? Like if you pass characters,
They will crash you almost always. And
just passing them, or
No, if
Running
you
on
yeah,
them.
if you run into them, yeah.
and just running into them mean on the hex or just adjacent to it?
So you play a Neopet. Interesting. It's like furries without the dress up. I mean, that's probably a very oversimplification. Yeah, so some of them make you like, okay, so with the heroes, when you crash and remove the token. Epic heroes are the same way, but they have special rules on their cards. Fang Root, you crash and don't remove. And if you end adjacent, you spin out. Zombies, you spin out and remove. Tar Spill, you set your speed down one setting and end your turn, do not remove. Boost, we don't have. Smashinators don't get removed. You roll the die and apply the result. Do we have a lava spill? We had a lava spill, but I had to pull it. That was here, and that got replaced. Gravestone is an obstacle, so if you run into it, they're impassable, you crash. Epic Hero, usually it's crash, remove the token, but they have unique setup. So like the cleric added her party. Her party is here with her. And then the shinobi popped the little smoke bombs. There's like things hiding in there.
So you want to go over the smoke? So there's treats?
It could be good or bad.
I would imagine they're not treats.
It's mixed.
Some are treats.
And then the druid created those little spaces out there in the water. He made a little land.
Island.
I mean, he could have been anywhere. It just so happened he appeared in the middle of a lake.
Lily pads.
That's pretty funny. Okay. So, with that being said, then you've moved, Chris. Your turn.
All right.
Big brain.
So
Move 3.
So I have 3.
Yep.
And it says once per turn I can turn for 0 points. Can you also turn, or can you only turn once per turn?
That's
and drift once per turn.
That's
Period?
correct.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
But remember, it costs movement points. Well, I mean, you probably got
3.
adjustments. Yep. That's it.
And so yeah, so you can.
Do you get a free turn or a free drift?
I have a free turn,
Okay, so yeah, you
Yeah,
could turn
0.
for 0 if you want to.
but is it one each or only one of the drift or turn?
One each.
Okay.
And when you turn, it's only 60 degrees.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
One facing.
And you can do it in between your movement.
Yep.
can move,
yeah.
turn,
yeah.
move,
You,
move,
you
move.
can whatever you want as long as you only turn once. Okay.
We're going ahead 3.
I went ahead 3.
Seems like a fairly standard start.
Yeah, you get off my party line.
We're just gonna be a crash here pretty soon.
For sure. This is how it should. This is the way. My feed is frozen here. Interesting. Let's get
I know there's about to be all kind of bumping going on.
bumping and grinding, trading paint.
Somebody
It's all we
chose,
want, right?
somebody chose violence, and that somebody was me.
I heard it was the guy. The guy with the crazy hair.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I've got 3 movement also. 1, 2. Ooh, I can drift for 1.
You can go to the side.
I'm gonna jump right in here behind you.
Slipstream.
All right.
I wish that was a thing.
So now that it's my turn again, I
Well-
get to.
That was the end of the round.
Okay.
Okay, so we cast free spells. We start. We set your speed, take your turn, spend your movement points, then set terrain penalties. So for us, we don't have any terrain penalties, so we don't have to adjust our dashboard speeds to go down. Then we update rankings and receive spells, but nobody grabbed any spells. Our rankings are still. I forget how that. So there is a way to tell. There's a way to evaluate. Is it in there?
Measuring cart positions.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
And then I pass this to you because you get to go first next.
That's correct.
Okay.
Wait, how can you be on the border?
Between 2 tiles. So like this. Because there's a border. between the
Oh,
2 tiles.
that border.
Yeah.
Got it.
The split. So how does it measure it? Oh, it's based on
You count
tiles.
how many map tiles a racer has entered. Someone who's entered more map tiles will always be in front of someone who has entered less.
So you guys are both, all 3 of you are ahead of me.
Yes.
Because I have not entered the other tile yet.
So does that mean our order doesn't change, but Mark goes to the end?
He's already at
I'm
the
already
end.
at the end.
He's already at the end.
But
If a racer's in 2 tiles at once, they are behind racers in the forward tile, but in front of racers on the back tile.
yeah.
If a racetrack passes through the same tile more than once, e.g. an 8-figure track, each entrance by a cart, oh, we don't have to worry about that. Okay. 2 or more racers are tied in terms of how many tiles they've entered, then their placement will be determined by how close they are to the end of that tile. To determine this, count how many hexagons a racer is from the end of the tile they are in.
It's Chris.
Puts me closest.
Chris
Yep.
is, I think, in the lead. Yes.
Chris is in the lead.
Count the shortest route possible, moving through hazards and rough terrain, and only count forward.
So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 for me.
Yeah.
Just wouldn't it go?
And
And
then
move
I
to
think,
the end?
no, because I'm still a tile behind.
Oh, okay.
But I think between the 2 of you, you're both the same.
Check out the big brain on Chris.
Yeah, they're both 5. So technically, you're both tied for 2nd,
Okay.
and then I'm in 4th.
Okay.
So there you go. So order has been reestablished. Nobody gained any spells based on that because nobody traded any tiles, and now
You
we're on
get
the
a
next
shift.
turn. So well, we all do. So the first thing we do is on your turn. So yeah. So right now, Chris, it's your turn. Set your speed up or down 1. Okay. Then spend movement points to move your cart. Cast spells. Spend coins to use boss powers. Gather stuff.
All right. So I'm gonna go 1 free turn, 2.
Heading for that wall, are you?
3 and a 1 point drift.
4. So your speed is 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is
Nice.
that thing he just landed on?
That is a spell book, so he gets a spell token for later.
Sweet. What do I do with it?
At the end of the round, we'll exchange those for spells based on your ranking.
Are those the spells?
Yes.
Oh, I get the A spell because I'm in the lead for right now.
For right now.
Should I have crossed over that gold coin? Is that worth lots?
I mean, that will pay for your boss powers.
So I got to get gold coins at some point.
Yep.
But it costs you movement.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now, do you have to land on it to get it, or do you get it if you pass through
Just
it?
pass through it.
And pass through.
Sweet. So I'm going to use my free bump and bump into Chris. 'Cause
What?
I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to go 5 for right.
No, you go through him. You have to end your movement on his space to do the bump. Yeah.
Well, he has 5.
Move an
doesn't he?
opponent you
Yeah,
share a
5.
hex with, forward 1 hex.
So
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4,
4,
and then 5. He'd
Yeah,
land
if you
right
pay
on
for
it.
the turn,
Oh, I have to spend 1 to drift.
Yeah. You have to pay 1
I
to
pay
turn.
1 to turn or drift. It doesn't matter.
yeah,
Yeah.
so you'll pay 1, then you would bump into him.
So,
Hello!
so he's getting run into anyways.
Point Man!
Ooh.
Nice to see you, man! Thanks for
Wow.
popping in.
So where do you want to bump him?
Thanks for the cheers.
That's the question.
Awesome, man.
You get
Good to see you.
Yeah,
Glad
he
to see
gets
you
the
were
cheers.
following along with
Move an
the
opponent you share a hex with, forward 1 hex.
following along
Just
a little
one?
bit.
Right. But I get to pick.
You're
It
right.
could be, it could be forward, left, or
I've
right.
been good. Hope you've been doing
How's
well.
that?
I mean, as
Little
you can
bump in
see,
there, put me in the grass.
I made affiliate. We finally got there.
Sorry.
But
Make
you
sure
bumped me closer to the end of the track.
I did, but I put you in the grass.
Yeah, but you could have bumped me outside and got ahead of me.
Have you been keeping busy?
No, you couldn't.
Yeah. It wouldn't have
Yeah, you
mattered.
could have. No, I would have been 1.5 still. Never mind.
Yeah.
So you got it resolved?
Yes.
You guys are playing the game. I'm not. I'm just talking to people.
I don't think there's anything under there. Yeah,
No,
it's
there's
just
not.
the two.
So you got the coin?
I got the spell token.
Okay, your turn.
Neither.
Oh,
of
and you
us.
bumped him over. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. This is me. Well, definitely going 5. And what do I get? I have 1 point turn and 1 point drift. Ooh, point me. Thanks for the sub. Super appreciate it.
Sub to tier 1,
Yep.
the highest of tiers.
Well, technically no, but that's okay. I don't mind at all.
And he sheds a single.
Oh, and the guy.
Single
Oh,
check.
and gave Flippy a gift of a
Ooh.
sub. Very nice.
Thank you.
What a generous individual. We really appreciate your support, dude.
So what do those cost?
Super.
You're
Subs?
retiring now?
No, definitely not.
$180,000 per sub.
That would be nice, huh? No. All right.
They didn't read the fine print.
No, not at all.
The bill is forthcoming.
Okay, so I've got 5 movement points. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hey.
Grab small. Probably should have grabbed a coin, but that's okay.
Alright, let's shift this bad boy up to 4 here.
So, point man, I'm assuming you've been busy. Getting a lot of traveling in? Got an ad break in a minute and a half.
Not an ad break.
Yeah, I know, right? I wish they'd just pile them all together.
2, 3, and 4. We'll go there, and I'll grab one of these guys.
Come on.
Okay.
Hey, could you drop the lights a little bit?
Just wanted to feel heavy metal.
Pretty cool tokens.
Right.
Right,
I have 2 bags of those too. I didn't realize that there was one in the box. Go about half.
Nice.
And so I've got a whole other bag. I think I'm going to put them into my actual boss monster set. A little more.
Okay, that's less than a half now.
Yeah, keep going. Great. That's fine.
Thank you.
Now you can see more detail on the board. I should have said that before we started, but that's my fault.
Yeah, see?
San Fran. Lovely little town. Been there a couple times. Although not in a long time. That was before the turn of the century.
Right? The only one, the last
So-
and only time I've been there was 1991.
Oh, nice. I was there a few years after that.
Well, I went there in 78 as well.
Oh, jeez.
I was a
Okay, so
kid.
with the spell things, what do we
96.
do now?
One guy's holding 2 aces. Who's got 2 aces?
We update rankings and receive
Alright.
spells.
Yeah. So cast spells, if any, none.
And they got him.
Oh,
Alexa. Living room. Shoot. Forget it. Alexa, dining room main 25%. She's not listening to me. Alexa, dining room main 25%. See, now anybody can send a voice message and make my Alexa do things. If I had audio here, that would be the case. But we don't. Not yet. I'm working on that. Okay, so you've done your move.
Yep.
Sweet. So now you said we update rankings.
So we
Which-
update rankings.
Chris is
1,
still
2,
in
3,
first.
4.
Yeah.
Basically, is that the distance?
Looks.
So
Yeah,
Chris is in
looks like it.
first, Explodo's in second, I moved up to third, and
Nice.
Killa goes to fourth. But I mean, that doesn't mean a whole lot.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna do this because I think this makes more sense for us to see things. All right, so now we got our rankings. So who got spells?
Oh, I did.
Okay, so
Me.
Chris, you get an A spell.
Do I turn this in?
Michael and I each get B spells.
B.
Are these secret?
They can be.
Oh my god.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. No, you can't do that.
That's what you think.
Alexa, buy me 10,000 condoms. Don't do it.
I don't know that one.
She doesn't know that one. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, play adult film music from the 70s.
Okay, so with that, then pass first play marker.
To the left.
So, Chris, you have to give it up.
Passing the tree on the left-hand side.
Point man, you are an agent of chaos.
Indeed. Nice.
I'll have to put her on pause for the stream. I'll tie Twitch into it so she knows when I'm broadcasting.
Right.
Okay, so if you have a free spell, you can cast it now. Which basically prevents somebody from shifting this turn, or they can't speed up. They can slow down. And then starting with the first player, take your turn.
Going up to 7.
It goes to 7.
Take your turn.
4, 5, 6. And then drift for 7.
That's a turn.
Yeah.
When you drift, you
said
keep the.
Oh, you keep the direction.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
And direction is critical.
Yes, it is.
It does matter.
All right.
Okay. I'm second. No, Explodo's second.
What?
Oh, that's right. That's right. It doesn't. See, I'm
doesn't
playing.
update
I'm
till
playing
the
Formula
end.
D. I'm playing Formula D right now.
Where rank? You go.
100 cases. That's rough, man. I don't think I can drink that much Red Bull. Maybe if it was different flavors, I suppose. All right, we're going to 7. Where am I? I'm here.
Go through the
Yep.
Crushinator.
Pass on that one, thanks. So I'm gonna
But
turn.
you can get gold.
Turn for 1. Right, my turn is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh wait, sorry. That. Oh yeah, no, that's right. Because the drift cost me 1. It was always 1.
And we can't run through each other, so you have to. bump.
Yes, we can run through each other. If you end your turn on someone and you have another movement point,
It
you
bumps.
can bump them. But you have to have another point.
So
Otherwise,
you can choose to go
I don't
over
know.
them.
I don't know what you do otherwise. So if you, let me read about bumping here just to be sure. But unless it's in there, well, if your racer is in the same hex space as an opponent's racer, you may spend. Oh,
Oh, dear.
maybe not to the end. Oh, that was my mouse. Oops. Oh dear. Sorry, I put it there. It's hiding there.
Sword.
It is Dord. Sorry.
What? Did this switch?
It died. Oh,
There
there
it
it goes.
goes.
Okay. Very good. Convert my savings to yen. You know what? It makes the numbers look awesome.
It's still the same value.
All right, so I might be mistaken here. If your racer is in the same hex space as an opponent's racer, you may spend 1 movement point to move the opponent 1 hex forward or 1 hex diagonally forward in either direction. If your cart has the heavy ability, the bump costs 0. Note, the active racer determines the placement of the racer who has been bumped. As long as you have the movement points to spend, there is no limit on how many opponents you can bump in a turn. However, you may only bump each opponent once. No double bumping.
Yeah, so as long as you move through somebody.
Yeah. A bump can be the last action you take on your turn if it frees up the hex you will end your turn in by sending the opponent to an adjacent hex. But you have to pay for it or not. You can bump opponents' carts into an adjacent wall, obstacle, or even off the track into lava or a pit. If you do, they remain in their current hex but crash, reducing their speed to its lowest level. You may not bump an opponent into a wall or obstacle unless you have enough movement points to fully exit their current hex.
So otherwise, do you just end up on top of them in the same hex?
No, you can't do that.
If you don't have the movement points to bump them, you have to go around them. Or
You have to go
stop.
past them. You'll have a move. If you'll have a. Well, no, because I mean, even if you're at the end.
You don't-
Point man's on a roll tonight. Your hex is heavy. I didn't say your hex was heavy. I just said the hex was heavy. You're reading into it. This is. I mean, you must feel guilty. So yeah, as long as you're passing through a hex with another player, you can bump them. You can only bump them once per turn.
But can you also not bump them and just go
you
ahead?
can, yeah, you can just go around through. Because that's going to save you a movement point.
But can you ever stop in the same hex as another player?
No.
So what do you do then? You stop a spot short, or you bump them.
No, you can't bump them unless you have the points to pay for it.
Right, because
And you have to be in the same hex with
You
them.
can't spend the point to move
Right.
into the hex and then bump them.
Right.
Yeah. So what do you do if you run into somebody and you're at and you have no more points? Do you just both share the
You
space,
can't.
or you stop short?
You
I don't
have-
know.
You have to turn.
Are you looking it up?
I'm trying to
It
yeah.
doesn't really say anything
Especially under movement.
in here.
No.
Let's call it wheeling, point man. We need to be wheeled, not rolled.
This has dealing with ties and placement.
Weird. Is it my turn? Oh, it's your turn.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mark my.
Yes, I move.
I apologize.
It's all right.
Alright, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Did you turn once already?
Yeah, am I only allowed to do one?
One per turn.
Uh huh.
Okay, so let's go back here. I was here.
Mm-hmm.
I was like this.
Mhm.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, he's getting right for that wall. He's gonna roll the die.
Drift onto the brick.
Take your chances. Die of fate. Die of fate.
So I can go drift and then hit.
Uh-huh.
Drift and then, yep, hit.
Just roll the dice. You could get glory.
It could be good.
Could be a good thing. Let's see.
It could be the Smashinator.
It's
It's a spin out. Whee!
It's a spin out.
So spin out. You set your speed to the spin out position. Excuse me.
Spin out back here.
And then can I see the racing guide? I think that will tell me.
Smashinator.
All right, Chris.
Time. Yes.
So it looks like, as long as you have, as like Mark was saying, as long as you have the MP, you can bump somebody. You can bump them into a wall as long as
That's
you can
what's
get
10.
out of there.
No, it says a bump can be the last action you take on your turn if it frees, up, the hex you want to end your turn in.
Right, but so if Mark comes into my hex and can't free it up, he can't go into that hex.
Yeah. So you just stop if you can't bump somebody.
Well, but he has to spend it. He has to turn at that point or drift if he hasn't already,
right.
because you
Turn
have to
costs
spend all
0.
of your MP.
If you have handling.
So basically, if you're
It'll
going to
tell
try
you
and
that
bump
on
into
your
somebody and you don't have the
console.
MP
Okay,
for
never
it, you get
Your
punished
console will tell
for
you.
not being able to bump them.
What's that mean? You stop?
Well, it means that you have to swerve to avoid them because you have to turn.
But you also, if you also don't have the points
What
for
if
that.
you've turned and drifted already? Because you only allowed to do one at a time.
Yeah.
Alright, now it's
All
your
right.
turn.
So we'll cross this. We'll
Chris
cross this
Chris is busy trying to break rules
bridge
without.
when we
it
come to it.
hasn't happened yet.
Well, come on. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could just skip you and go right to my end,
Yes.
or I could go here and bump you to there, and then risk getting bumped myself.
I don't know why you'd bump him in front of you though.
Why he would bump me out of his way? Because
Why
I'd be-
you would bump him.
so that I don't get
Smooth
bumped next
closer.
turn because he goes before me,
Gotcha.
and so do you.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
I'm trying to
1, 2,
figure out what
3.
a spin out means too. Oh, you just end your a spin out means you end your movement and adjust your speed to the second lowest setting. Yeah, you don't you don't alter your position.
Cool.
Or your orientation. Although you think for a spin out you would like maybe change facing or something, but
yeah. Oh wait, as long as they don't end their movement in the same space. So passing through racers.
it's a board game geek moment. See if we can find something here. Dungeon cart bump end of movement.
Yeah. You just can't end your
What?
turn on top of somebody. So that's all they say. You have to spend all of your MP. And you can drive through people.
But you can't end
You
on
can't
somebody.
end on top of them.
Okay.
So what do? Is it a crash?
So you have to either turn or...
You just
Stop.
stop.
Wouldn't
stop-
be a crash. I think you just
You
stop.
stop one space short.
Yeah, you just short.
If you have an MP though, you have to use it. You
Right,
So,
so-
you have to turn.
You have to-
or
Well,
drift.
but if in the event that you cannot turn or drift because you already have,
Then yes, I would
you
imagine
lose,
you
you
stop.
lose a movement point.
So in my case,
That's what you get.
I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and I could just go. Oh wait,
How many do you have? 6?
6.
You can just go right in the water if you want.
Oh, I can go drift
5, but now you're on
6, and I'm on a coin.
Okay. And you're on dirt in case that matters for your cart settings.
Dirt is up above from where I am now.
There you go. So you are good to go.
Sweet. I'm dodging all y'all.
All y'alls. All right.
To update the.
All right. So now where are we at? We're all in the same.
I think Chris is still in front. Yeah.
Chris and Explodo are tied because it's 2 hexes.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. So Chris and Explodo are both in first.
Wait. Dealing with ties and placement.
Ooh. There's something for this.
If it is not the end of the game and there's a tie and placement ranking, then the 2 or more racers who are tied will share a placement ranking. When this happens, skip the following ranking spots based on the number of players tied before assigning the remaining ranks.
Yep.
There you go. So you just skip the one after it.
Which is what we're at.
There you go. Easy enough.
Hey, look at that. Who's got spellbooks?
I do.
All right. You get an A. You do realize, of course, that C is going to have the blue shells.
Oh, yes.
Blue shells.
Who's going for the C's? This
Give
guy.
me. Put me in the back.
This guy.
All right. So, Paz first player token. Yes.
Take it. Keep the change.
All right. And I will go to 8 movement points. Seems dangerous, but we'll see what we got out here. Oh, Explodo.
Do it.
You betcha.
Do it, Paul.
So the cool part is that my drifts only cost 1. Oh, one thing important to remember. So as we're going through this, at the end of your movement, you set your speed to the lowest speed for whatever terrains you went through. So if you go through multiple terrains in a move, you have to pay attention to what terrain you're moving through, and at the end of your turn, you set this to the lowest speed based on the terrains that you crossed.
So
Okay.
does this count as grass?
No, that's dirt.
It's definitely dirt because it's
Yeah.
what's in the center.
And it's only the one point.
Like this would be grass, wouldn't it?
Yes, and grass almost always costs 2 points.
That would be
Yeah.
grass.
So grass is 2 points, dirt is 1 point, asphalt is 1 point. This is like rubble, or what is this? This is mud, right? So that's 3 points to move through. Water is 3 points to move through. Okay. So they do have consistent movement spaces. Yes, this is gonna be fun. So we're gonna go 1, 2. Let's see. That's 1's gonna get me this. 2, pay 1 to bump. So that's 3, 4. Wait, how am I going? 8. Oh,
You're at 4 right now.
this is 4.
That was
All right, 1, 2, 3 to bump. 4. No, I have to do it this way. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Otherwise, I'm gonna run to the wall.
No, because you went through water, does it take 3 to...
Oh,
continue to
I'm
move
sorry.
through
You're
it?
right. No, it does. I miscounted
Okay.
that. I miscounted that.
Okay.
So you're correct. I was here. So it's 1, 2,
No, you were back 1.
3. I was behind this. I was
Oh,
behind
oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
1, 2,
You
3,
bumped him.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect.
Okay.
And then I have to reduce my speed down to water.
Okay. All right.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, hold on. Oh, no.
Place a bomb directly behind your car at the end of the round, or if a car hits it, it blows up. That car and all adjacent racers crash. Oh, it would crash me too. I don't want to do that. I should have done it before I moved.
Somebody set him up the bomb.
Well, it's at the end of the round, though.
Casting spells? No, getting spells.
Didn't
Oh
that-
yeah, cast spell. On your
You
turn.
can, but didn't that say get it at the end of the round?
This says place it behind you at the end of the round, or if a car hits it.
Ah,
And I'm dropping it on you.
well,
But I don't want to have to crash. So
How many laps are we doing?
I think 2 would be enough for this. We want to kind of
We're
see how
going
long
pretty
one
slow.
took. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. It might just be one round. You know,
Okay,
one
so
one.
I'm
round.
gonna drift. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll take one of these guys. All right, your turn.
You guys really bound me up here. You can't double bump, right? If
You can't bump somebody twice in a row. No.
No,
you can't bump a
you
cart
can't
into
bump one
another
person
cart.
into another
No,
car
you cannot.
I don't think so. No.
and bump that card as well, right?
Yeah, but you could bump them to
There's
an
always
available
another
hex.
space. Yeah.
Right. Well, in a 4-player scenario, in a 5-player, maybe not.
So this is funny. So my only
All right, man. Grab me a burger.
options.
Anybody want anything? Point Man's going to get food.
Woo!
5 Guys Burgers.
Ooh, 5 Guys? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He's in San Francisco, man. It's sourdough all the way. Go get a chowder bowl. Pier 39.
And one of these times I'm gonna try the hot dog at Five Guys.
They have hot dog?
They have hot dogs.
At the one here?
Yeah.
I didn't see it on the
And a
menu.
wolf.
Yeah.
Really?
Grilled
Yeah.
cheese is really good too.
Ooh, I mean...
Because I only go there for the fries, so really, why do I get it?
Right, yeah, just get a whole bucket of fries. Okay, where are we at? You went.
It's my
Yep.
turn.
Your turn.
So it's gonna take him 3 to move the first time, right? To get out of the water.
He's not in the water.
I'm over here.
He's in the dirt.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're over here.
That's
And no, it's
Uh,
only
uh,
moving. It's
my
only
fault.
moving.
It's when
into
you're
the
moving into.
hex.
So I painted myself into a corner. So even though I have my free turn actually screws me up.
I mean, you can run to the hero if you want, but it's going to slow you all the way down. But he'll go away.
Sure.
Although bumping could possibly save me. But okay, so here's my thing. I'm gonna shift up to 9,
Ooh.
right? So I've
I don't
got
think that's a good idea.
well exact, but I can't not. What else do I do?
You
Shift down.
downshift.
You
Yeah.
have to downshift. Yeah.
9 is going to put you on a wall.
Even if I didn't, no, it's not because I can run through the water and scrub off speed.
You're not going that way.
I can.
Oh, you're talking about turn and then drift?
Yeah. Although, yeah, I'd turn and drift.
Yeah.
But then I got no more turns for the rest of the round, so I'm going to end up like here, and either I that'll work, but because
Just bump
so if I go down to 4, I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. That's probably better if I want to dodge all of you guys,
because we're coming for you as a mob.
or I can be
And he's got a bomb. Be
behind.
careful.
That's right. And I'm
He
not afraid
is
to
a
use it.
bomb.
Somebody said it was the bomb. Speaking of chowder, I was just on vacation recently and ate an excessive amount of clam chowder.
Oh no.
And where were you on vacation, Majestic? That they had all this chowder. Chowder. Was it East Coast chowder? Because that's a different beast than West Coast chowder. Tell you what,
It's true.
it's like weird. They got all sorts of weird stuff in there.
yeah, actually.
Pismo Beach, nice. So it was correct clam chowder, like actual clam chowder, not with all the extra stuff. Like that red chowder. They have red chowder in like
So
Boston. I don't know what they put in it. Back in the day when I could eat anything, my favorite thing was to get a cannonball, which was a sourdough bread bowl filled with chowder. You eat the chowder, then you eat the bowl. Perfect.
Delicious.
Put you right into a carb coma.
this is kind of funny. So I mean, the point of this game is to be cruel to each other, right?
Yeah, I mean, sure. Yeah.
Have you played Mario Kart?
I know he's played. He has to have played it.
Yeah.
Who hasn't?
Not a lot, but
9
Enough.
bowls over the course of 2 weeks.
okay. So I can either
That's impressive.
bump
Me,
you.
No.
Do you
and-
just have an
and
unhealthy
my-
obsession
and my
with clam
position.
chowder?
Can you bump
Or
someone into a wall?
were they all
and stuff, or is
different?
that not- You can. So I'm gonna get bumped into a wall if I go here. Or I can bump you and trap Mark so he can't go.
I don't think you can get to me.
Yes, I can. I can go right through him.
How would you get to him?
Right through you. I can skip over you. I can land on your space temporarily.
Yeah.
But you
I
can
just
only
can't stop
turn
it.
and drift so much.
Right.
Exactly.
Once each.
So
one.
I turn
Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
Is your turn free?
4, 5, 6.
Is your
It
turn free?
is.
Okay.
7.
Then you bump
Bonk.
Mark.
8, 9.
8, 9.
Oh.
That's Mark?
That's me.
No.
Okay. So I trapped you.
You did not trap me. Because I can
He
just
can
move
go
through
over.
all
Oh,
of
you can also go through people.
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
man, yeah. Then you're not trapped. I keep forgetting you can go through people because the
Yeah.
bumping confuses me.
I love
But you
Clam Chowder.
can't
Every
bump.
place I've tried it.
He could turn and
I
bump.
can
if he
bump.
felt
Vegas
like
sucks.
I can bump
I
you here.
mean,
That's
yeah,
true.
Vegas
Or
is on
there.
the coast.
Ooh, bump
I
me on the
mean,
gold coin.
I'm not going to bump
you
but
gotta
I could.
go to the coast to get good clam chowder. I mean, out here in Oregon we have Moe's, which
Alright.
is just hands down the best.
Mark, you're going to need to pay attention.
Why? Come on.
Because everybody's spinning out.
Sabotage.
Sabotage.
Every
Every card ahead
card
of me
ahead
or tied
of-
with me spins out. For
time
the rest of the
with
round,
me.
nobody can use their boss power, which you
And
didn't anyways. But
all-
everybody spins
That's
out.
all 3 of us.
So that puts us to spin out position. So he slowed us down, is what he did.
Does that mean we start there and can shift at the beginning of our turns, or do we have to stay on spin out?
I mean, I have a hard time. I guess you can still change your speed because that's the first thing you do.
Yeah.
It's just that basically he has downshifted you
Right.
so that you can't get as far up as
Oh.
you can.
Here you go. Once per turn, you can spend 1 MP to adjust your speed down 2 settings. You can break.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you know what's funny? They talked about that in the video that I watched. They said, but it's not on the panels because you're hardly ever going to use it. 2 settings? That's a lot.
That's what it says.
It is.
Interesting.
There's
Well,
that. And
But then
spin
what
it.
do you do? So then do you
That's-
change your points to what you have here at that point? Or do you still use what you had before? Oh.
It does not affect your MP for the current round.
Right.
This is a rarely used action, is therefore not on the dashboard. In a race, you generally don't want to be stepping on the brakes, but it can save you from crashing in a tight moment when used cleverly. There you go. Spin out, end your movement, and adjust your speed to the second lowest setting. You may not cast spells or use racer powers after spinning out.
Right. But you can set your speed the next turn.
Correct.
So if you spun us out, that means their movement is over.
Well, for this turn, technically it ends their movement.
I'm the last person. So
yeah,
it
he's
doesn't
Oh,
last.
you were the last person. That's never mind then.
All right, we're bumping mine up to 8 because I've got
Yes.
One.
Getting a quart of clam chowder is definitely a thing.
4, 5,
Um,
6, 7, 8.
Look at him go.
Did you just become a little roly-poly?
And actually,
I'm just trying to imagine eating a quart of chowder many, many times and just thinking I would just be
I'm going
sloshing
to bump
around.
both of you guys up because I'm passing through both of your spaces, and bumps for me are free.
Okay.
So I turned 1. Bump
All
you
of them?
when I move here. Bump you when I move here. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
8.
And you have 8.
I had turned.
Oh.
I had to turn to use 1 point.
So we're both aimed this direction like this in the line.
Yes.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I had to turn.
Yeah.
I was facing this way.
Yeah.
I know.
So I had to turn as
One.
1
And that
point.
was 1.
Yeah.
Right.
Count it
And then
again.
2, 3,
3,
4, 5, 6,
7.
Wait.
We.
Fine.
I literally did exactly that.
All right. Put me forward 1 more. That's fine.
All right. All right. Who's in first? Who's in?
I am, unfortunately. Oh, first is Explodo for sure, and then I'm actually in second. And then Cerebellum is third, and Killa is fourth. And I got a B spell.
Cerebellus.
Can you have more than one spell?
Is
at a
that
time?
right?
Yeah.
No.
I hope
No,
so, because I had
please.
to.
Swap these two. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What?
Cool.
I said I hope so, because I had to.
And
Yeah,
then
I can check it out. I
we
think
gotta
we
trade
can.
these in, right?
Yes. Trade them in,
Ooh.
depending where you're at.
Thank you, Majestic.
Hey,
Appreciate
ooh,
the
I get it.
compliment. It's nice to get subscribers. Sorry about the
See,
ads,
I
but
could've-
honestly,
I
it's an
could've
easy
not
way to get
bumped.
some,
I
you
thought
know, a couple
bumping was
extra
gonna be a
pennies to
problem
throw at
for you.
the stream. Hope you guys don't mind.
But I could have not bumped in
Enjoy lurking.
here, and I should have done that.
And have fun getting ready for school in case I don't talk to you again. Yeah. Does it say that there's a limitation on the number of spells you can have? I didn't.
Oh,
We should check that.
And
Sure.
I was facing this way, so whoever behind
Oh,
me
yeah.
rotated.
Sorry, my fault. It was ambiguous at the time. So.
Okay. Is it my turn now?
We're verifying how many spells a player can have.
Okay.
We don't think there's a limit, but we're just making sure before I get my second spell because he.
doesn't say anything, so
Okay.
I'm guessing no.
So does anybody else have a spell besides me?
I did.
I do.
I took
Do
it.
you have to use it?
No.
That's
I mean, I'm using mine because it's a C.
update
says-
rankings and receive spells.
Oh no,
Carpenter's
I
Egg.
meant when it says when it says cast free spells. Oh, free spells.
So that's a free spell specifically.
Update rankings and receive spells. So yeah, when do you play your spells? Whenever you want.
Oh.
During your turn.
Okay.
Okay, players may only have one spell and/or spell marker at a time, with some rare exceptions.
Okay. I think though, if you get another spell, you can choose.
Okay, that makes sense. So here, I'll discard this one because I had to.
I'm gonna take that instead.
Player must enter the hex to gain a spell marker if they use a spell. So if you have a spell or spell marker and you pass through it, you don't get another marker.
Oh.
It says if a card enters a hex with a spell book and they do not have a spell or spell marker, they gain a spell marker.
Then I don't even get the marker.
What do you mean?
I went through a marker last turn. Went through a spell location, but I already had
Oh,
a
so you
spell.
took the extra marker.
Yeah, so you only have one slot.
Only.
And if you have one slot, you don't get anything
You
to
get
get you
nothing
another one to
else.
choose.
Gotcha.
All right.
Those are the
Alright,
magic boxes.
So now it's my turn.
You are the first player.
Okay.
Congratulations.
All right.
Yeah,
So I
and
got
now I'm in the perfect position to drop a bomb and run, and I can't because I'm
And
last.
you said you had to set. You have to set it depending on what thing you went through. Because I started in water.
Yes, so you have to be set down to water before you, and then you adjust from there.
So you don't want to drop a bomb at the end of your movement because it'll blow you up.
That is correct.
But can you drop it anywhere in your path?
You absolutely can.
Yeah, I should have played this. I forgot about it. I mean, yeah.
Well, same. I mean, I've got one. It's like
somebody set me up the bomb.
now would be a great time for me to do it. I just drop it right on you and run away, and then you trigger it. Now I have to work at it.
No, because at the end of the round. Oh, if I hit it.
Yeah, if anybody runs into it, yeah.
Oh, I would dodge it.
No, you'd be right on it. I would drop it on you on the hex you're in.
For one.
You would start your turn on a bomb.
If I go here, I'm not hitting the wall, right?
Which one?
It looks like
Does
that.
it, if it has a pip in it, no.
Yeah, it does. You don't hit the wall there.
This one has a pip, or this one does not have a pip.
Correct.
This
And
one does.
That one does,
Yeah.
and the other one past it does.
3, 4, turn
That's
5, and 6.
Nice.
Okay.
Six.
So these are even if you just pass through it, you have to.
Yes,
Go
anytime
down?
during your path, if you pass through one of those terrains, you have to drop your speed.
Gotcha.
1, 2, free turn. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Get a coin.
Savage.
Loader.
It's to me.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, returning for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll get 2 coins.
Cool. Michael's first game. He's winning as always.
Right?
This is Michael's superpower.
This is literally the first race anybody's ever done.
That's what I'm talking about. First time he ever plays a game, he always wins.
And then I usually never win after that.
I'm coming for him.
I mean, we played twice in a row. We played twice though. To be fair.
Somebody can cast this.
All right, this is me. You think you bombed me, but you're wrong.
Somebody set you up to bomb.
7.
I did bomb you though, so sorry.
It's gonna blow up at the end of the turn. So I'm moving 7. I'm gonna go 1. Actually, I'm gonna do you a favor. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's fine. It's still sitting there for next round.
No. Does it?
Or it blows
It
up.
blows up at the end of the turn.
Oh.
Ha ha ha! I stole his thunder.
Still my glory. And that is the end of the turn, so.
It is the end of the turn. Boom, blows up. Nothing happens. I'm in a precarious position. Although, am I on dirt over there? Is that?
You are.
Yeah, because the pip is over
Pip
there.
is in the dirt.
Well, it's still dirt is higher anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. Do we finish
Yeah, so we're done with that round.
So-
placing?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
he's definitely in
1,
first,
2, 3, 4, 5. So you and I are tied.
Okay.
and I'm in last again.
And he's last.
And we get a spell.
Anybody get spells?
No spells.
Not
Okay.
to kill
Okay.
me.
Pass.
There you go.
Yeah.
Getting faster.
I was gonna say our turn cycle is speeding up a little bit. It's good.
Shift. Alright.
Yes, come join me in the dirt.
I'm in trouble. I'm pointing the wrong way.
So free turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So spell and 2 gold.
Oh, didn't want to run him into the wall.
Could I ram him into the wall?
Well, you can tuck him into the corner or push him into the water. Either way.
I can't get tucked into the corner. There's no pit there.
Oh, so that would put him in the wall.
Yeah. So that was 2. 2
That would crash you and put you at 3 if you had done that. But apparently he's a nice guy. I don't know. I don't understand this, Chris. I don't know this, Chris.
Oh, and then so, and when you do this stuff, like so 2 gold lets me gain a turn for a single movement point, right? So does that mean I can like take another turn if I spend 2 gold and go only 8 spaces?
After going over a spell hex.
Take 3 spells.
Yeah.
But at the end of the round, I draw 3 and discard 2.
Nice.
That's for 3 gold.
Oh, you take 3 tokens.
Yeah, but
So if you want to spend your coins, you do use your boss powers right now, so you can spend 2 and gain 2 more movement points.
no, I would get a whole. It says +1 turn. Oh, it's a turn, a rotate.
Yes.
So I can
Oh, there you go.
so I can turn twice. So for 2 gold, I can turn twice in a turn.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, I'm hanging on to that. Yeah, that's. I thought it meant a whole other turn.
So much money.
What?
You have so much money.
I'm running over coins and not spending any.
I know. All right.
All right. I'm
It's the
moving up.
secret of the.
He is going to bump you, however.
secret of
Yes,
the
we're
coin.
going to 9.
We're gonna knock me into the water.
1,
2. Oh,
two.
yours is free, right?
3.
Do I
yes,
move it? Do I
is.
move immediately into the water shifter spot?
4.
Yeah.
I don't go there at the beginning of my next turn.
Well, I mean, technically you didn't go through it on your turn, but you're going to move through it. Well, you don't have to, I
I
guess.
can move right out of it. So should I leave it?
I
in?
think it probably still affects you. It's whatever any hexes you move into, regardless of your movement or somebody else's causing you to move.
All right.
I mean, it makes sense. That's why you.
So
would
at
move
1,
somebody.
2, 3, drift for 4, 5, 6, turn for 7, 8, 9.
He's not messing with no shinobi. Oh, that does cause you to spin out.
Why?
The little fang root there. If adjacency makes you spin out.
I'm not
The green-
adjacency
the
does.
green,
Yes.
the green thing.
Crash if you not move token. If you end movement adjacent, spin out.
If you end movement, so you can drive by it without spinning out.
Correct, but he's any movement there.
So do you want to choose to end your movement somewhere else?
So I'm here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
5.
6.
No, he is free. He's
Oh yeah, free bumps. Sorry.
Turn for 8, 9. I can actually stop right there.
Mhm.
Yep, that's what we're gonna do.
Fancy.
Excuse me, facing off with the hero. You have a spell?
I don't.
So you get a spell token.
I do
Did
now.
you get your coin?
I did.
Cool.
I did not. I should
Yeah.
have 3.
And so you have to land on that hero to crash.
Yeah.
Oh, but a bomb can blow up a hazard.
Oh, you can?
Yeah,
That's cool.
that's
Let's
cool.
keep that in mind, I
A
guess.
bomb, and they're
Yeah.
one of the spells that I drew that I ended up discarding because it was illegal. You can shoot it and it'll run into stuff. And blow it up.
Okay, shell.
Yeah, basically.
Heroes aren't hazards though, are they?
Yes,
Yes.
they are.
Oh, they are. So it's
Yes,
any.
they are.
Oh, okay.
Any of these little discs out here are hazards.
Okay. Even the rock wall.
Yep. But I don't think those are I don't think you can destroy those. Heroes are removable.
Gravestones are obstacles and impassable. Do not remove token.
Yeah.
Okay.
There aren't many that you do remove. The Fang, I don't think you remove.
I'm
The
saying
zombies get removed. Heroes get removed. The rest of them stay.
I'm just saying with the bomb.
Bombs remove. Tar spills do not.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you drop,
Roofs do
if you,
not.
like if you dropped a bomb here at the end of the turn,
You would remove the
both
hero.
of those would go away.
Not the Fang root.
Yeah, the Fang root stays.
Yeah.
Do not
You don't
it.
remove the token.
If you it says remove it if you were supposed to remove it.
You have returned.
Crash. Do not remove token.
But the bomb says remove hazards in adjacent hexes.
Thank you for showering.
Right. If you can.
Yeah.
Crash. Do not remove token.
I don't know. It
Doesn't-
doesn't say if you can. It just says. remove.
You're what?
I don't know.
I was just trying to argue for a bomb taking a Fang root.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
I mean,
because that means it also doesn't take out tar.
there is an argument to be
It doesn't
made
take
for
out
that.
tar.
So I mean, they might describe it better in the racer guide or whatever for the
Yeah.
items.
And the lava doesn't remove lava spill. So what hazard?
In
You
the
know,
meantime, I
like-
need to do something.
what hazards does it remove?
You're kind of in trouble.
Heroes.
Oh, I have a plan.
Heroes and
Bomb. When a zombie
And
just
other
isn't
bombs.
enough. Playing the bomb spell creates a bomb directly behind your cart. Any racer that
You and
runs
I are
into
gonna
it
have to
crashes,
turn
exploding the bomb. Any bombs that
a
aren't
lot.
hit explode at the end of the round that were played.
yeah.
The bomb explode, racers in every adjacent hex crash, and any hazards in those
Check
hexes
this
are
out.
removed.
Any hazards.
I'm going to set my
Page 10.
speed.
Yeah, it doesn't say except irremovable hazards. It just says any hazards.
And then you said it was 1 point to hit the brakes
1 point to decrease your speed by,
by
2.
up to 2. By up to 2.
Yes.
So I'm going to spend 1 point to hit the brakes.
Screech.
So I have 4 left. I'm going to turn.
But
One.
you don't have to change your thing. It stays on 5. It's just it says
Oh, it
specifically in
stays
there.
there.
It stays there. You just don't move 2, and it doesn't affect that. Is what he said.
So I can downshift. I can speed down to 5.
Yes.
And then I hit the brakes.
To decrease it to 3, but you don't have to change it on that.
But then I only get 3 points.
Yeah, you get 3 points.
But I have to spend a point to do that.
Yes.
That's what I don't understand.
So you have 5. So you can turn 1.
No. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Turn 1.
So turn 1.
Yeah,
And then drift one,
yeah.
and then move one.
And then hit
For
the brakes.
3.
And that would be your 3.
And then I would stop.
So you
Oh, but it,
averted.
So-
Yes. Because I had the movement points from here.
Yeah.
And I hit the brakes and drop it to say I only had 3.
that doesn't make sense because
We really need to know what brakes means.
yeah.
Well, so okay.
That's
so
how I
first,
understood it. at
first
least.
thing is, I think you can get rid of a Fang root with a bomb,
Or any other
or
Hazard.
any other
hazard.
hazard,
Mhm.
just simply because this says when you crash into it. So if a racer enters a hex with a Fang root, they immediately crash.
But it doesn't remove it.
Right.
It doesn't
Crashing
remove
is-
it when you crash into it, but when you
Right.
use a bomb,
It does.
It says
A
remove
bomb says-
all hazards.
yeah, any racer or hex adjacent. Okay.
It's fun. There are definitely some edge cases that we're dealing with here as far as like, how to play the game and understand the details. But for all that, I mean, I'm having a good time.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah. We're having a great
It's
time just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
First
It's-
time we've played it.
I mean, what great lessons for anybody making a game too. It's like, got to make the rules as unambiguous as possible.
Yeah, or catch all the edge cases.
I think of all the dumb questions your nerdy, overly pedantic goon friends are gonna come up with.
Yeah, I'm doing a
So let's go back to shifting.
I'm doing an alpha test right now for a
Right,
game.
when a bomb explodes,
But it's a solo game, so I don't have to worry
Yeah.
about anybody else. I just figure out the
racers
edge
in every
cases myself.
adjacent hex crash and any hazards in those texts are removed. If you drop a bomb directly on top of another racer or obstacle, it would immediately explode.
Yeah. Oh
But that do you finish?
no, on their turn.
No.
Do you
It
finish?
says what happens if you drop the bomb on top of another racer, it would immediately explode, crashing you as well. Be sure
Damn.
it's worth it before you try something like that.
I was trying to do that.
so you can suicide.
Oh well.
That's funny.
I am a suicide bomber.
That's unfortunate.
Okay,
that's,
so
that's exactly what I was gonna do.
Shifting wills, because he's trying to.
Is he breaking?
It doesn't make sense that you would spend one of your
Yes.
5 points to only have 3 movement points.
Right.
so
That's
no,
what I'm trying to figure
How
out.
is that?
So when you break, you spend 1 MP to adjust your speed down 2 settings. This setting change does not affect your MP for your current round.
Oh.
What?
Yeah. Which yeah, it doesn't make any sense. So you're slowing down for the next turn.
Correct.
It won't save you
It
from
won't
your
save
poor
you
decisions.
from this one, but it will
So-
save you for the next one.
So you're still gonna. You're
I'm still going
gonna
5.
crash.
I'm gonna hit the wall.
You're still gonna crash.
Yeah.
It just
Gonna
depends
spend-
on where you're gonna hit the wall.
I'm gonna drop my bomb on the coin space.
That's so rude.
Well, it's not gonna hit anybody.
It's gonna hit you.
No, it's not. I'm gonna move.
It's quite an obstacle.
So I'm going 5. No, it's not.
So you're
So I'm
on
gonna
5. So
turn 1, drift 1, move 1. I'll at least take that. That's why I got rid of the bomb.
Yeah.
And then I will crash.
crash.
And I think on a crash I can choose my facing.
So
Look it up.
I'm
Oh, you can. You're right. I remember reading that.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So which way do you want to face? This
Turn.
way.
Yep, that's for sure.
I'm downshift.
There you go.
I have
Yep.
4.
At the start of your next player turn, you can change your facing to any direction.
I almost
You can
wanna
lay
just
eraser on its
crash.
side to indicate that it has crashed, or just remember. You may not cast spells or use eraser powers after crashing.
That's why I cast it before.
We gotta crash regardless.
See, if I had another coin, I could have done a double speed adjustment.
Go
That
that
wouldn't
way.
happen.
Can you bump him and scrub speed?
Boom.
I'm already
gonna
crashed.
crash. I'm gonna crash regardless. All right. So
Out of control.
I am going to.
You can crash with money.
I'm gonna have to. So do I have to move this up or down, or can I just keep it?
It has to move every
It
time.
has to move. Well, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'd say if you're gonna crash, move it up. Well, it's gonna
Exactly.
end on the crash.
Exactly.
You-
I want it to crash on this turn as opposed to the first turn of my next turn. So,
Actually, the end
if
of the
you
round,
want
I
to
could
turn
remember
me
to
face
downshift.
that way, hit the 2 coins, and then now that I've crashed, can
Did
you?
you go through terrain? Oh, dirt.
Nope.
What?
No, just dirt.
I'm in dirt.
Yeah.
And
It's all
then if
dirt.
you want to put me facing.
You started. You did
We'll
this.
do
at
that
the
Oh, I'll
beginning
do
of
that
the
at the
turn.
beginning. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right.
But don't you also shift down into the crash?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
all the way down.
Yeah.
So that's the end of that round. Excellent. 2 of us in the wall and 2 people taking off. I do get a spell. So what's our ranking?
I'm gonna just go ahead and take the A.
Yeah, you're definitely
I'm
in.
definitely
You're in third, hilariously enough. Sarah
I-
Bellis,
I-
you get a B.
Are the B's worse than A's?
We need to get that blue shell.
Yeah, right? Well, I'm about to draw a C, so maybe I'll get it.
This play's about to be crazy.
It's excellent. Can't wait to show. I'm not even going to show you guys this one yet.
And you can play spells anytime.
On
during
your
your
turn.
turn.
Unless it's a free spell, you can play a free spell really early.
Yeah, freeze happens before anything else because it affects other players' ability to shift. They can't shift up.
And
No,
so we
no
are,
speed increase.
and we are in agreement that when he pushed me into the water, I shifted down. But at the
Yes.
beginning of my next turn, I can
You can
shift back
adjust
up,
Yep.
and you guys will be able to shift out of 3
Mhm.
on the beginning of your turn. So the only time you don't shift up at the beginning of your turn is at the starting line.
I feel like, yes, that would be correct. Maybe not. I mean, you might be able to. I just don't understand why 3 exists then if you have to change every turn.
Yeah.
Alright. Is it to me then?
Well, it exists so you can set your speed down 1.
Yeah. Are you the first player this down, or did you get past that?
I just got past this, so
okay,
I
so you're
am,
the first player.
right?
No.
Was I first last time?
You were first
Oh.
last time.
Oh yeah, because I ran past.
Yes.
I ran past him, and then he shoved me
And
into
then
the
I
water.
jumped in.
He did. This is very rude.
Alright. So the
Skadoosh.
very first thing we're going to do, I am going to shift up. The very first thing I'm going to do is activate my boss power.
Oh, what is your boss power?
You spin out all adjacent enemies, and there isn't one, but then you destroy all adjacent hazards.
Hey.
Nice.
These two?
Those do not count.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Just the shinobi is the hazard.
Alright. Dude dies, which is fabulous. And
Over
then
one shinobi.
I've got 9, so we're gonna go. Actually,
Take the cloud.
I'm gonna go 1, 2. I'm going to use my zombie now.
So it drops it behind you.
Zombie for 2. 3 to gain a spell token.
Yep.
4 to gain a gold. 5, drift for 6, 7, 8, 9.
Taking the inside track.
Yep.
And then your 9 is dirt anyway, right?
Well, no, my 8 is
Oh,
dirt,
8 is
so
dirt, so you have to
I'll
down
shift
shift.
down at the end of turn.
Alright.
That's it. That's
For
all I got.
me, well, you want to stand me back up. I'm going to face this way. I'm going to upshift to 5, and I will spend 2 coins to gain 2 movement points. So I'll have 7 movement this turn. And we are going to drift and race away.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, you should drift here, go through here and drift here so you can get the coin.
Sure.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Yep.
and 9.
No, 7.
7. Oh,
I was at
Oh,
5.
It's just 7.
I got 3 coins.
I got
Isn't that
3 coins, so I
nice?
spent 2 to get
Nice.
3.
Nice.
That works, and Chris helped me out.
yeah.
That's a good deal.
I mean,
What a nice guy.
Well, we're all learning here. I hope somebody else would suggest the same thing to me.
Okay. So I'm shifting up. We're at 4, so I'm going to face towards Mark.
That way?
You can't face this way.
Correct.
That would be inadvisable. Well,
So I would go
Unless you want to drift.
up 1, drift over to get the coin,
1, 2.
and then up 2.
3.
Yep, perfect. Thank you.
Because turning costs you.
Yeah, dang. Walls are not that big of a deal for me. If I can go 7 off the wall, I'll
It's
take
helpful.
that.
It was very helpful.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You activated them boss powers.
All right.
Boss power activate. Form
So
of.
I'm shifting up to 9 in dirt. And I'm going to play my haste spell right now.
Hasty.
Speedy.
And it allows me to move 3 hexes forward in a straight line, ignoring all points in terrain.
Wow.
Yep.
Do not ignore
It's turbo.
walls or
1, 2, 3.
And then I begin my turn.
Yep.
Sweet.
And those tuck underneath. I don't think
Yeah.
it's further
It's a
tight.
B. Or we could have a discard pile.
I don't think we're going to get through the entire decks if we're only playing 1 loop. So, which
Alright.
the speed we're going, yes, 1 lap is more than enough. And then next time we'll. I mean, this is not the last time we'll play this game for sure.
Yeah.
I know there's other people that want to play it, and I think it's fun enough. I'm happy to
So
break
I've
it up
got
and play it again.
9. So I'm going to go 1
He wants
free turn. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8.
You've already turned and
I've
drifted,
already turned.
but you can go 1 more into
You
that
can go
last
1
hex.
into 3.
Yeah, you can. On your last move, you can.
Yeah, your last move you can.
And for you have to,
Mhm.
Yes. That will drop you into the mud.
which will slow you down.
Or I can spend 2 coins and get a free turn
That's true.
for a point.
It is his boss
Can you,
power.
Can
Oh.
you turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get an
He
extra.
has an extra turn.
Oh, okay.
So
two coins, I
So
can
you,
get an
have to,
extra turn.
you do still have to move forward 1 though.
Is it? No, he
No,
said
'cause it cost me- it cost
one
me a
movement
movement
point to turn.
Oh, nice.
2 coins and a movement point to turn.
That is strong.
I think that's properly costed.
I don't know if I turned the right way.
I was gonna say, are you sure you want to go?
Yeah, you're
Take
going
the
wide
long way
there.
around.
But the
'Cause-
problem is you turn the other way and you're like, whoa!
On the plus side, I have 2 more coins. Oh, and I get I get a coin
Spell.
and a spell. So I still have enough coins to do a double turn next round, which I
Nice.
will probably have to do, right? Oh, weird.
And then
The way the way the
Redo
grid is
these guys now?
aligned doesn't allow you to go straight across that.
Yes. So
Or this one. Or this one.
Yes.
Explodos first, Cerebellum second. Yep,
Interesting.
I'm third, and fourth.
So I've got to shift down to dirt because I went through dirt.
Okay.
Nah, I should have turned the other way.
Chris should be at dirt also if he's not.
What do you have to go through water? Does
I already-
haste count
He
for
ignored
water?
it. His
I started
turbo
on water.
ignored it.
Yeah.
We started in water.
Yeah.
I don't think the start matters.
I don't
Oh,
think that's
well, then I
right.
Oh
shouldn't-
no, that's
I
not
shouldn't
true.
have shifted
No,
over there.
you should have been in water at the start of your turn because he pushed you
I
into
was,
it, and then
I
you shifted up.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
turbo let him ignore terrain.
Okay.
So I think that's okay.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, I don't think it, because you said it. So I mean,
And I am
does
still
it
in dirt.
say? It says in here that at the end of the turn, you set your speed based on the terrain you went through.
I don't know.
I think, and then you adjust from there. I don't think it counts the terrain you're in
At the
for
beginning
the
of your turn.
purpose of setting for the next turn.
At the end of each player's movement, they must set their speed setting down to the most difficult terrain they entered into.
Entered.
That too.
That's the key.
Yes. Okay, so I should.
And his turbo said, skip, ignore terrain. So I'm assuming that also means, for the purposes of his speed setting, ignore
Yeah.
terrain.
Ignoring MP and terrain you cross over.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're good.
So he does not have to set for water because he was in it. He did not enter it. He turboed out of
Are we
it.
doing these the right way?
It will be. They're going to chase us down, but that's right at the end.
Okay.
The rest of them mostly had like presets. This is the only one that actually chases you down.
Which one is that?
The fighter. At
Oh.
the end of each round, the fighter moves 2 hexes directly toward the closest racer in her tile. If a racer hits the fighter, they crash, then remove the fighter.
That's funny.
Terrifying.
So she's going to chase us down at the finish line.
So I was the last to
I'm
move.
gonna get a spell.
Yes, and you
I
go
got it.
first, so you get an
I wrote it a P, so time to read more rules or something.
A. Damn. We're supposed to have an ad break at some point. It's supposed to notify me, but I don't look at them, so. I do like the fact that it gives rankings for the cheering, though. It's like point man is first for cheers, and somebody else can be second and third. That's something I've been working on, is doing rewards for subscribers and for cheers to be able to do like custom emotes and stuff.
Sweet.
Pretty sure that my since my favorite phrase is luck is my dump stat, I'm going to do unlucky icons, like unlucky emotes, and I'll have like a black cat as my mascot.
Oh yeah.
By the way, I brought treat behind you.
Oh yes,
It's my
Have
cousin's chocolate
bring
business.
bring
in
treat.
Sherwood. So
Bring the treat.
just make sure Mark's wife gets one too.
Let's show the treat. Ooh, it's white chocolate snickerdoodle. Of course, the white plate is just massively overdriven. Anyway, yes, snickerdoodle white chocolate.
Thank you.
Honey, chocolate.
Is she awake?
She's got her headphones in.
I have my headphones in, yes.
Snickerdoodle white chocolate,
Snickerdoodle white chocolate.
made by
I heard earlier, yes.
made in Sherwood. Very exciting. We have helped you consume your treat.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're far too generous. I would have eaten the whole thing.
Oh man, you can't eat the whole thing.
I know,
It's
yeah,
so
right.
easy.
Absolutely. Actually, I have to say though, that flavored enough that I think I'd be pretty satisfied. Just like 2 or 3 pieces
Yeah.
at a time, and then come back to
drink?
drinks.
I will take one.
I'm good.
Some kind
I'm
of
fine.
Coke Zero, Dr Pepper Zero, something like that, please.
Where do you put cans?
You just put them on the counter.
Okay.
We'll rinse them out and put them in the recycle later. Ooh, 5 viewers. All right, so we are at me first player.
We.
Hoi. I cannot wait to use this. It's
Do
coming.
it.
It's coming.
Is it the blue shell?
No,
Darn.
it's pretty good.
Funny, your garage is warmer than it is outside. Is that your charger gone?
No, it's not. It won't
It's
run
just-
until 10.
It's just the fact that it
Done. Thank you.
just got hot and hasn't cooled off.
Yeah, we didn't. I haven't opened it up, so I could do that.
Mark, can I have one of those cup holders?
Oh, there should be a whole bunch of them around here.
Yeah, they're right behind you.
Here, here. We're doing a small one.
Oh, just gonna do a small one.
Yep.
Can fits perfectly in it.
It does. It is sized for it, in fact. It will even fit a 20-ounce bottle. Barely.
I don't think you should even have big ones.
Well, for those,
all,
no.
all small.
Yeah, well, the big ones are great for like our other glasses, like our tumblers. And our glass glasses do not fit in the small ones. So. The Coke glasses fit in them, though. Perfectly. Base story. Okay,
Fine.
fine. So, anybody have a pre-spell they want to cast?
No,
Oh, did you not get your spell yet?
I didn't get my spell yet.
You get a D. All right.
I think that's what you're going to play.
Time to. All right, I'm shifting up to 7, and let's see if I do that. Oh, that's interesting. Can I get that far out? 1,
What?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Really, let me use the board.
Oh, neither.
No. I don't know. You made a facial expression of.
I think Mark is about to unleash the fury.
The daily Hades. Well, these are quite yummy and hits the spot. I've been craving chocolate like all week.
Nice, good. I'm happy I brought it. It's my wife's
Oh my gosh, are you
and
serious?
I's 15-year anniversary on Thursday, and
Ooh, nice.
we had my cousin came by, and he's like, "Here, these are for you guys." I'm like, "Awesome."
Chocolates of love.
So, had a bunch. So I'm like, I'm gonna bring one over to the guys,
It is appreciated.
just to make sure they don't bump me into a wall. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, not doing it yet.
Really?
Not doing it yet.
Okay.
Although it really does kind of slow me down if I don't. Excuse me. So I shifted up. I'm at 7. I could pay 2 to get 2 more movement points for 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Stupid fang root. Dang. This is all bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. I'm gonna do it. It's not great, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna play Rage. So gain 3 movement points. Ignore all hazards and treat all terrain crossed as road. Spin any racer, any carts, and destroy any hazard you move through. You cannot be crashed or spun for the rest of this round.
Nice.
This is basically a
It's the
star.
superstar.
It's a superstar. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got 10 movement points, and I'm invincible.
Wait, can I read it?
Yeah. I'm not gonna get to you.
Right.
I tried. I can't get there.
You already shifted up too.
I did, yeah.
Okay.
So the best I could do was 10, but I think, or 12. So where I'm at, I'm already gonna have 10 movement points. So
And destroy hazards you move through.
exactly, yeah. That's what Fangrid's gone. You can just mangle him. But I can go straight through. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get
Get
out. And I go.
Nice.
Nice. All right. Well, everybody's using their abilities. I'm gonna use mine.
Ooh.
All right.
Oh, that's actually.
I can't be. It does mark that I can't be destroyed or spun for the rest of the round. Or crashed or spun.
Okay. So this is called Fear. Complete
Yeah.
the set, speed, step, an additional time. So I get to shift up twice. And then reduce everybody in front of me by 1.
Shift.
And everybody get a shift down by 1.
Dang it.
And I get a move up to.
So,
Alright, so
when does the fighter actually start moving?
When you enter their tile.
Oh, it's when you enter their tile.
Yeah. So at the end of each round, the fighter moves 2 hexes
No.
directly toward the closest racer in her tile.
There.
All right.
And a spell.
Oh, I didn't even see that one. Cool.
Yeah.
So if you don't enter her tile, she doesn't care.
Cool. All right.
Did you cross this one too?
No, I was right here. So
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, okay.
So we got ghosted. Slowed us down. Sped him up. Okay.
Because he
Chris?
didn't steal your
Did I
spell.
put it in the right
Did you already tell Manjestic how we're liking the game so far?
I
Is
did.
that a while ago?
I did. And Ryan also said that he was having a positive experience.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep. And we're definitely gonna play it again.
It'll be a lot faster next time too.
Probably.
Yeah. Chris. Thinking about that spell, huh?
I am.
He's gonna do it.
Do it.
Only because.
He has a saboteur.
I'm on a good line.
What?
You are on a good line.
How do you know what I had?
He looked over your shoulder.
I'm supposed to do that.
You flashed your hand.
I just guessed actually, but
Yeah, does it say you can only activate your boss powers once?
I don't know. Suppose we can find out. Each racer has 2 powers. Each ability can only be activated once per round.
Perfect.
But both can be activated as long as you're able to pay the coins.
Nice. I'm okay with that.
You can activate it at any point unless otherwise stated, like Croak's lower power.
At the beginning of your turn.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So the boost spaces can give you 1 hex, 2 hexes, a 3 hex, or 4 hex boost. So
That's crazy.
they're variable when we get to see them.
I can't believe you downshifted me.
He had a plan.
I needed to shift that twice, so I'm way behind.
That's pretty funny. Alright, so I'm gonna not.
I don't know, as much as it looked like I was in a lead, it really doesn't
back up.
feel like that.
Well, but you haven't moved yet.
Even
And-
still.
Oh, I forgot my money turn isn't free.
Excuse
Just
me.
my default turn is free. So if I spend money to
Oh
turn,
yeah, right. No, you paid last time.
I
you
know.
turned,
I
you
just
paid
forgot
this
this turn. I was gonna.
time.
I was
Oh, I
counting
see.
off
Yeah,
the
doing
wrong
the
number of
math.
spaces.
Got it.
Yeah. All right.
You know what's funny is that like his ability in this particular scenario is better if he has a high speed card.
Mm.
But because of the card I have, I'm better off taking
Just gaining
the
2.
the 2.
Right. So I'm paying for another turn this turn.
If
So
I had another
go
coin, I'd do them both.
1, 2, free turn. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9. Jeez.
Should have been 11. I wanted that spell.
Alright.
I pulled ahead of you, but it's your turn. So
We're shifting up to 8.
going 8.
So I'm gonna go 1, 2, drift 3, 4. This is where things get interesting.
Mm-hmm.
5. I think I am going to turn 6, 7, 8.
Get a coin.
And we're gonna put another zombie down.
He's trying to cut me off.
Oh boy.
He knows I'm on that line. Cheeseburger. Oh, that's different.
Am I the only person that got?
So yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so. So we're the same ranking.
Yeah, because you downshifted
same
me.
order.
Otherwise, I would have got one.
So you get a C spell.
Another C spell.
They're good. The C spells are good though, because you're in the
C
back.
spells is catch-up mechanic.
Yeah, they are a catch up.
He sells C spells down by the sea.
C for catch up.
Yeah, these are your strong catch-up ones. These are your like blasting ones, and then these have all been
The
either
bomb.
bombs or zombies.
That's the things you drop behind you to defend. Yeah, which makes sense. I mean,
Ooh, how about a Bombi? That's
mechanically,
an
like
exploding.
it's an exploding zombie.
Exploding
A
zombie.
zombie.
It would move and then blow up. So this is the base set of tiles. There's 15 of them and they're double sided, except for number 2. This one is only single sided, and it's got like a extra rule set for like these on the back of it.
So
I
just
don't
put it
understand
out
how-
here
you could do that.
for noobs.
Yeah, so there's 15 base tiles, and then there are 2 expansions, and they basically expand the tile count to another 15 total between them. Half of them are snow tiles, so there's like sliding on them, and then the other half are like boss, like under boss dungeony kind of tiles that have more hazards and stuff on them and stuff like that.
Nice.
So it's gonna be fun to start to mix them up, and there are some like. They have suggested presets. Like you saw a bunch of the tracks in here for the base tiles. I think they have some presets for those tiles also.
I think you're right.
So the cool thing is you could do like, you have your Dungeon Kart series, and you basically you set each standard layout for each race and mark down who your winners are.
That's cool.
We'll wait for you to take your turn.
No, he got a spell.
Oh,
This is you.
sorry.
Sorry.
Oh. I'm a little confused on what this means. I don't
Spin
know
out.
what that symbol means.
That spinny one?
Okay.
That's a spin out.
That's a spin out. Okay. Well,
Everybody's
you're gonna hate me again.
You gonna lightning bolt
So-
us? Is that what's gonna happen here?
Pretty much. Every cart ahead of you or tied with you spins out.
I'm already spun out.
For the rest of the round, racers may not use their boss powers.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're not very nice. That's not very nice.
Brutality.
Oh.
The guy in the back's always the spoiler.
Yes.
I can't win, but I can take you down with me.
That's how you play. That's how you play the game.
That's right. It's the catch
You
up.
be in last.
And he's going 11. He's gonna zip right past me.
All right. So let's see here.
Yeah, if we're just doing one lap, he actually just prolonged the game another time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn.
6. Or are you free turn?
No. So that's
6.
5, right?
6.
6 with the turn.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
6 with the turn. Yep.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Wow, that was amazing.
It was tight.
All right.
What a play. Little does he realize, I'm going to punish him for that sabotage.
With a sabotage.
What does spin out do exactly?
No.
It just shifts you down to 4,
It's
I
perfect.
see.
Oh.
It's so perfect.
right? Spin out just shifts you down to 4,
Down
right?
to 4, 5,
Or down to
or
your
whatever your thing is.
I have 5. I have acceleration, so I have 5.
Okay.
Does spin out stop you in any other way?
Nope. Just
Yeah.
it just drops your speed. I'm surprised there's no like change of orientation, but I had to leave one of the bosses out because I broke his base. Very sad.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Whoops, 3.
No, free
Yeah,
turn.
free turn.
3.
3, 4,
Right at the
5,
Oh, you shifted it.
6.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to grab one of these. Sorry.
He had the drift.
You get the drift.
No go.
Can't use boss powers. That's the real sticker right there.
That's what prolonged it. Another turn.
You were just gonna go just balls out for the finish line and not let that fighter get anywhere close to you.
Yes. Well, like the fighter's still not going to get any more close to me, but. Or wait, is it when you cross here?
If you're into this tile,
All right, I'm not
It
going
will-
into that tile. Though.
you're not going to get into this tile this turn.
I'm going. Oh, it's in this tile.
Yeah,
Oh, so it's whoever goes into that tile.
anybody. She'll go for the closest racer in that tile.
But only moves 2
two
spaces.
hexes.
And it's in the tile.
Yes.
Oh, okay. No, I'm definitely getting in that tile.
Don't hit the wall. She'll get you for sure.
Does she bump you?
She flip you.
She'll crash you and then go away.
Flip you for
Yeah.
good.
Well, so I'm going 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Spin.
Downshift for mud.
That's just dirt.
That is not.
Oh, okay, fair. You. This is me.
Mud.
Incoming.
Incoming. Here we go.
Shift to 7. This is perfect. You set yourself up for this.
I-
You have all yourself to blame.
I had to
1,
do something.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And
7.
Bump.
So that crashes you, and she goes away. See if you ever play lightning again. No sabotage for you. All right.
Back into
All right.
last.
So
If a
anybody
racer
have,
hits the cleric, they crash, then remove the cleric. Oh,
Yep.
I thought it was you can get rid of everybody else. That's
are
the-
these correct? No.
Still.
yes,
That's true, you are closer.
in fact
You
ahead
are
of him.
closer than me by half a hex.
So that's correct.
Yes.
Yep.
And
So
I got
you're the B.
Oh, I can't have another spell. I didn't use mine, so doesn't matter.
You were going to token anyway.
Yep.
Cheaty.
Yep. I knew there was a reason I should have used
Cheat
mine.
counter.
Oh, it's your
I
turn.
definitely need to put a cheat counter on this.
Cheaty McCheater.
How many
for
times
this.
did we cheat during a game?
A lot.
Okay.
Ooh, you gonna crash them into the wall?
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I mean,
that
it
it?
I
probably
can.
can.
I can't easily.
Wow. Chris can crash you and steal the win?
Why, we're not doing 2 laps?
I don't think so.
What time is it?
It's 8:45.
Oh yeah, I gotta get my kids to bed.
I
But don't worry, Chris. We will play it again
Yes.
Okay.
next week.
All
It will
right.
go on the table again. So you'll get more plays, I promise you.
All right, so I'm shifting up to 9. I may as well use my sabotage. So every racer ahead of or tied with me spins out.
Ah, sucker.
You gotta no
I'm
spin
already
out.
on spin out.
He's already spun out. But he does get to speed up.
But you can't use the rest of your
You can't use your
boss
boss powers.
powers
Yeah.
for the rest of the round. I just wanted to get rid of my spell because the game's almost over.
Yep.
So
I wish I would have gotten another coin. That's the only thing I was.
let's see.
counting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Should I just
You want to get as far past the finish line as possible because it's whoever gets the furthest past it that wins.
as far as I can do,
So-
unless I crash him
Unless
into
you
the wall.
bump him.
I mean,
But even so, then he'd still
Still
get
got
there.
he's still got 5.
Yeah, he would still get past you.
Yeah.
So he's still going to want to shift up and get as far as he can. Which is, I mean, you've crossed the finish line.
I placed the blame solely on you. Sabotaging.
He's finishing the round.
So
Does
it's,
it? So
so it's not
is it-
first across the line.
no, it's not. It's
No,
further.
I was looking. It's this last page. Well, the last page is on there for
On here?
ending the round.
End of round.
Very bottom.
Ending the game. As soon as someone crosses the finish line after traveling on every tile on the track, even just by half a hex, the game is in its final round. All players whose turns occur after the player who crossed the finish line get to take one final turn. Anyone who took their turn in this round before the player who crossed the finish line does not get another turn.
That sucks.
This is the final round. So yeah, so since you crossed the finish line, or
It just
you
happens
triggered
to
it,
work
you just
out
happen to be the first one, so
that I
each
was
can get
first
you get a
player
turn, I get a
this
turn, you get a turn, done.
Yeah.
not gonna
Well,
make it.
Yeah, if it had been him, you wouldn't have gotten another turn. Because it would have
Yeah, so
finished.
if you had
if you had gone and then he crossed,
Right.
you would not get another
Right.
chance.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And
Yeah.
we ain't gonna make it.
Shifting up to 7. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. No.
He's not gonna be petty and hit him into the wall.
Yeah.
At this point,
I mean, I might as well. 1.
well, you
Two.
just drift.
Yeah, I'm going 2, 3, 4,
5, 6,
5, 6.
7. Yeah.
Yeah,
you
seven,
got-
straightforward.
You always
Okay.
go to the last move, and you got.
You can get a coin. That's a tiebreaker. Okay, this is me. Shifting up to 8, and I'll spend 2 coins to gain 2 movement points. So I'm moving 10, and it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I didn't want to go 10.
I mean, you're gonna get stuck there.
Yeah, I'll just go 8. I guess still doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
9, 10. It's a 3.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I took points back. I only went 8.
I don't understand why they have
But I didn't get anything. So.
dealing with ties and placement for mid-game, but they don't have it for the end.
Well, ties in mid game are just you stack up.
I know, but they have like 2 whole pages dedicated to that, but they don't have anything about the end.
At the end, it's coins.
Say that.
I haven't seen that.
All right, so I
At least it was, according to the video. But they had the movement wrong too. They said you could keep this in the same place, and you can't.
Liars.
1, 2, 3, 4. Womp womp.
I wasn't last. That's all I need out of a game I've never played before. Not last.
I didn't even get to use any of my coins.
Oh, okay. So for each player who passes the finish line, you count their remaining MP, including half if they exit on a half hex. Whoever has the most MP remaining after crossing the finish line wins the game. So
It's
it takes.
Well, you did the same thing, basically.
It does, but it takes away like your line, and so if you're coming in like this, you can still win if you have more MP than somebody who comes in straight.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it makes sense.
If it's a tie, whichever player in the tie has the most coins win the game.
Yep. And there you have it.
And that's game one.
Hey, Point Man, thank you for gifting Manjestic a sub.
Woo!
You're awesome. Appreciate you hanging out with us while we were playing this, learning the game. I think we had a good time. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it
That
was
was
great.
a lot of fun.
Definitely worth another play, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Definitely gonna keep it on the table. We're gonna run this one through a couple of times. You'll probably see it for a few weeks. Just because there's so many variations, we're gonna learn to set up some. We'll set up some other maps. We'll get to play different bosses and kind of have different strategies with different players. So,
And then I would like to put up a nomination for after this to play Heat, which is still another racing game. And
Sure.
It's one that most people have played,
yeah, Heat's pretty familiar. So
but I've only played it once.
Okay.
and I
Well,
would
I think
like
I've only
to-
played. I'm pretty sure I've only played it once. Glenn and I played it. So
But I spent the money on it. I would like to try it.
sure. Well, I guess we're going to be in a racing series for a little while.
If people are room.
I think that's okay. Different styles, different plays. And don't get me wrong, Firmly D's a great game too. It's a little more grindy. I think it just takes a little more
Yeah.
to get out of it.
It's a lot more grindy.
It's
Yeah.
so different with like 4 more players.
Well, we played it
versus
with
I-
10 that one time.
and it,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
it
like
took
a
like
friggin'
4
rally
hours for
race.
one
My
lap.
goodness.
That was ridiculous.
You played Heat last week, Manjestic. So while you were eating your chowder, Heat chowder.
It's chowder.
See, Mark, according to Twitch chat, I didn't win because Point Man is first.
Yeah, of course, obviously.
That's what it says.
That's right. He's first for cheering.
Hey.
Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. Appreciate your interactions. I always like seeing you guys come in and visit. And for those of you that weren't here but watch it, love having you too. Please,
All the
like and
things.
subscribe and all this stuff now. I guess I gotta kind of do those CTAs, and you'll see it at the end of my video too. But we're gonna go ahead and clean up. You guys have a great night. We'll see you Sunday is our next game, and we're playing a new one that Jim's bringing over, and I forget what it's called. It definitely has like a Japanese theme. That's all I remember. So we'll see you guys this weekend.